Welcome to ECNTRADE Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you for joining me. The Australian dollar on Friday was quite erratic, however managed to end up closing lower on the day after looking once again at that topside resistance around 75, 25, 35 failed to sustain, and with some mixed indicators here does give further indication that we may see a further breakdown. If so, I'm looking towards 74.30 as a potential target and reassess from there. From the technical implications, they still hold to a somewhat negative pattern, which therefore represents a further possible slide into today's price action. But let's see what the market does if it reaches 74.30 and with that cap still holding around 75, 25, 35. It was an interesting whipsaw price action after the market staged a brief upside test and then it ended posting a bearish outside range day. I would like to see a little bit more confirmation to support this candle, and if so, a break beneath 110.30, which is very close, could see further confirmation to this negative candle and therefore open its way back towards the support level around 109.30. Also on Friday, the market's most awaited number for the week, that was the US non-farm payrolls numbers, came in under forecast of 431,000 jobs. However, the market still maintained a relatively bullish stance for the US dollar as it rallied from 97.80 to 98.5. Partly on the back of that was the month prior, the numbers were revised up to 750,000 jobs. So it was a relatively good outcome. And the unemployment dropped from 3.8 to 3.6, missing the forecast of 3.7. In light of this pattern, if I say we get a break of 110.30, confirms this outside range day, and then expect to see a slide to 109.30 and reassess. Dollar yen, well, the market's still a little bit whippy and still hasn't quite taken out that level of 121.5. It still seems to be idling around this sort of 122 area, but I feel the market may actually drop and retest these lows. And if we do see a break of 121.5, does open the way back towards 119.40. Sterling, I still maintain my bullish stance, even though we've seen a little bit of negative price action over the last few days. And looking at the pattern, I still feel the base is still around 131 to 130 below. And if we do see a bullish response from this region, then looking back towards 133 as a potential target. But still keep an eye on these indicators because I would like a little bit more confirmation to support that call. We can see the sterling Kiwi is slowly rising from around that 188.5. Looking at this pattern here, you can clearly see from a technical point that the bulls are still trying to push this market higher, with the RSI popping through that midway point, and also the MACD firming up and also holding a positive signal, marrying up with the RSI. Could see further gains this week, up towards 190 to 192, and then reassess. The little trend line that we can see here is still maintaining the cap of around 149.40 to 150 in light of the pattern and the failed sort of weak hammer that's been posted here after rejecting 1,900 is that the bears may actually retake the level where we are and look back towards 1,900. A break of this level will give further indication to the downside, and I feel from this technical pattern here that the bears are in control and therefore look back towards that base. Let's see if we can take out this level. We have seen two rejections, but 1,900 is a key point to open the way back to 1,870. Finishing up with oil, the market is weaker and it's taken out some significant levels over the last few days. 103 and now looking towards 198 and now maybe lower. I feel the target is still maintaining at 92 to 93 as a potential call, and let's see if it can reach that level this week. Well, that's a wrap for the morning. Thank you very much for joining me, but please keep an eye out for the intraday report and also the end of the day wrap.